Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, 2011. We'll get right into the S&P 500 E-mini futures here, and you'll see they are down by about 9 points this morning. Wild action in the futures overnight. They're up, down, and now they're settling in just around this 1244, 1245 level at the moment. Again, traders should watch the U.S. dollar index chart. You'll see a similar pattern there, only the opposite. And you'll see here that the dollar has been all over the map as well. Down, up, and again, trying to hold steady here around this $78.31 level on the U.S. dollar index futures. We'll see how this all plays out and shakes out. There's a lot of news going on, especially from Europe. We'll see how it all really plays out. Again, traders that can't keep up with the news from Europe, and I'm one of them, really just rather watch the U.S. dollar index chart. That will tell you much more than anything else. But apparently it looks like there's some issues in Europe again. There's nothing new there. Also some weak economic data coming out of England, which is not part of the Eurozone. England can print their own money, but their unemployment is moving higher. Also, they're starting to see signs of deflation as well. You have problems in Spain, problems in Italy, obviously problems in France. So we'll see how these bond yields over there in Europe, if they start to spike higher again, what happens. And really, that's about it. We just will sit back and we'll see exactly how this all plays out and shakes out over the next day or so. And remember, this is also options expiration week, where you're going to get a lot of game playing by the institution. So again, this is a week where we notoriously will hear more rumors throughout the course of the day to take the market higher, take it lower. Just a lot of game playing, really, by the big institutions, in my opinion. So that's what we're looking at right now. A couple of other things to go over quickly. We'll take a look at the GLD. You'll see that's trading at 172.46, closed at 173.36. So gold, GLD is trading lower. Spot gold is not really trading down all that much, but down about 9 points at the moment, I believe, to around 17.74 per contract, per ounce, per ounce. And then you have oil down a little bit, just down 21 cents today. So that's what we're looking at so far going into the markets today. You do have the USO trading at $38.37. That's just down about 5 cents from yesterday's close. Not really that big of a deal. It was trading down at 38.10, has rallied back a little bit. So again, if the dollar starts to fall, oil will probably inflate. If the dollar starts to dip, the stock markets, oil, commodities, and everything else will start to deflate. It's really, in my opinion, a dollar trade across the board, any way you slice it or dice it. Couple of stocks in the news today. Dell Computer. You'll see Dell Computer trading down a little bit. Yesterday, the stock closed at $15.63, trading at $15.24. Not that big a deal. The stock has really a ton of support around the $14.50, $14.70 level. So maybe it does move down to those areas. There will be a fair amount of support around those levels, though. So Dell Computer, I believe, had earnings yesterday. Nothing earth-shattering one way or the other. Just there is daily chart support around that $14.70, $14.50 level. Let's take a look at Target. This stock is doing very well this morning. Nice pop, trading above 50, right around the $55 level. Target still has upside potential. The chart on the daily pattern really doesn't have big major resistance till around 56.50. That's where you have to really draw the line with Target. I don't think it has enough juice to get above that level. It's having a nice pop today, so maybe it has another $1.50 in the next couple of days. We'll see how that plays out. But I would not be shorting Target here. So even though it's a nice gap up today, I would not be shorting. It's a strong move. Obviously, it could pull back if the overall stock market pulls back. But in any case, the stock is behaving pretty well today, and we should respect it. Take a look at Abercrombie & Fitch. This stock is selling off a little bit more today, down to the $50 level at the moment, traded as low as $49. It's definitely an oversold situation. I'm not sure how much downside you have here, but ever since earnings, this stock has failed to react to the upside, and it's really just trickled lower. So you still got to be a little bit cautious with this thing. I guess they have a big exposure to Europe, and it's definitely hurting this stock in a major way. I just really have a tendency to leave it alone at the moment and wait for the stock to rebound a little bit and play it after that. I wouldn't really want to jump in at this point, but it is extended. It is near some support levels, but nonetheless, a pretty nasty move today. And the European crisis in the market trades lower. This stock could sell off a little bit further. I'm not sure how much further down it has to go. It looks very, very oversold already. Let's take a look at this PODD. This stock has been all over the map today. Right now trading at 1660. Big move lower. Did have that morning spike. This stock is overcooked. Traders could get interested in this thing lower, much lower. I'm thinking more around $14.50, $15. I'm not all that familiar with the name, but just looking at the chart, there's a lot of support around the $14.50 area, maybe $14. It's a light volume stock, so it has a tendency to overshoot. It did overshoot to the upside, though, in a major way. And you can see how it was really just shot up. This morning gapped and or pre-market traded higher, and now it's crapping out, and it's trading all the way down to the, I believe, the level I just showed, the $16 level. So, just realize that this stock will have pretty good support, maybe around $14.50, but I wouldn't do anything with it at the moment at all. Okay? Couple of other things to go over quickly was last night the Shanghai index in Asia really sold off sharply, down 2.5%. So traders could watch for weakness this morning in the FXI. So, and you could already see that is gapping down. Should have further downside to go. Again, this is a big level around 36.50. We cracked through there. Should have further downside. But the FXI is the iShares China 225 index. Again, Shanghai was down big last night. All of the Chinese ADRs will probably be in some trouble today, especially if the market's weak, and which it is at the moment. So watch stocks like Baidu trading down just a little bit. Nothing earth-shattering for Baidu yet, but this could be weak. Sina Corp is another one. This could be weak as well. And you want to watch Sohu. This is another Chinese ADR, could be weak as well. So all of these stocks have downside potential if the U.S. market is down today. So these stocks could lead things lower, the Chinese ADRs. You got to be careful there. Across Asia last night, really everything was lower. Nikkei was down 0.9%. Hang Seng was down 2%. Australia, the S&P ASX was down just about 0.9%, and the Indian Sensex, which sold off the night before, was only down 0.6%. Not too bad in India, but nonetheless, all the Asian ADRs could come under pressure, especially the ones out of China. So be careful there. Watch that closely. Looks like we have the October. We have some October consumer price index CPI coming out. It looks like October CPI is down 0.1%. Futures are starting to trade lower initially off the news. I don't even know if this is really a big market mover. I think more importantly it's the dollar. And you can see the dollar, the futures are ticking lower. You obviously know that the dollar is ticking higher. So again, CPI was just released at 8:30, just 1 minute ago, and it is down 0.1% for the month of October. And I don't know if it's really that big of a deal at the moment, but either way, market's under a little bit of pressure this morning. Realize it is Options X. It's going to be a whippy day. There's no doubt about it. We call this Whipsaw Wednesday, and that's what we're in store for today. Alrighty, everybody. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see everybody in the chat room at 9:30. The rest of you, I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great trading day.